T-Dot, T-Rex, T-Tops, TR, Thomas Rhett. We're so happy to have you here, but you've been giving fans exactly what they want all summer, new music.
Yeah.
3 new tracks, including one with Jordan Davis, In a Bad Life. How long have you been holding on to this secret?
Well, we wrote that song over a year and a half ago. And that's the crazy part about this world that I think no one knows, is because like when you write songs, like, yes, you can go into the studio the next week and then put them out the next week, but a lot of these songs are just captured in a moment in time, and for me that's on the road. And so I've got writers that come out with me almost every weekend, and they'll just kind of hole up on the bus, and we'll write songs and we'll stash them away. And the whole goal is to sort of like have enough for you to choose from to kind of make, you know, a project. And in particular, this last record I released called About a Woman, I wanted it to originally have like 30 songs on it, and my producer Julian was like, how cool would it be though to only put 14 on your record and then be able to have music that lasts you for almost 2 years? And I was like, well dang, how do we pick? And Ain't a Bad Life was one of those songs that it actually killed me to not put it on the actual project, but I knew that now I'm so excited that the world has not heard that yet, because it is one of my favorite songs I've ever written. And I remember playing that for Jordan. We were duck hunting about a year ago, and I was like, would you sing on this with me? He was like, absolutely. And so we actually shot all that content down in Arkansas, and just a very me and him song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think if he didn't write on it, but I think if we had sat down and we would have written something similar to that. So very excited for that. Super excited for another one called Old Tricks that
with
I got
Blake
my buddy
Shelton,
Blake
come
on. Yeah, we wrote that song kind of in the same time frame, and for like 8 months I kept asking, who should I get on this? Who should I get on this? Who should I get on this? And we threw around a million names, and finally somebody said, what about Blake? And I was like, there's no way he'll do this with me. And I sent it to him. He was like, heck yeah, dude! Like, let me put my vocal on it. And he just was so perfect for this song. And but yeah, three tracks coming out, you know, and it is really fun to kind of keep. Am I talking way too much?
No, that's okay.
I feel like
I've
answered 19 questions.
I was like, and we're gonna throw these out.
Yeah.
But I was like, was that your Blake Shelton impersonation?
Hey,
Heck
man.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I can do Luke Bryan a lot better, but Blake's Oklahoma I don't have fully down yet. But he's just, I mean, I've known him literally since I was like 10 years old. So, and we've never done a song together. And so I'm glad that we're getting to do that now. So
that song, listening to it, made me smile. The first time I heard it,
if
was
you
like,
don't smile, there's something wrong with you during that song.
Completely agree, because one, if you've ever been in a relationship for like a day, or you're older than 25, you relate to this.
That's
and
right.
You had this line about red Gatorade that hit me.
Sure,
that was like how I recovered.
because we had the chorus written, and my buddy John Ryan was like, so like, what do we say in the first verse? And it was like, well, you used to could drink, 8, 9, 10 beers and wake up and be like, good to go. And the moment you hit 30, you have a couple beers, you're like, Lord, like I need an IV, and it's gonna last 2 whole days. And so it was cool for me to do it at 35, and then to have someone, almost, how old's Blake?
An age.
45?
That's older than
something like that. 50? I don't know. He's just a little bit older than me, so it's kind of like 2 like moments in time getting to sing sort of about the same thing. So that song makes me smile so much.
I can't wait for people to hear it, and my gosh, I hope you're releasing it as a single. But one line in there that it's like, now you get like basically a bottle of Tylenol or Advil,
100%.
and then an old man steak.
Do what now?
I swear you.
No, I say, and now it's a bottle of Advil, and the whole next day.
Oh, I heard old man steak.
And an old man's steak. Yes, a bottle of Advil and a steak.
It's like, what is an old man steak? That's great, because it was until this year I thought the song that was like Keep It Coming Love was Keep It Coming Love. Like,
oh, yeah.
Why are they always sharing these lovey-dovey things?
I need to do better at my enunciation. I apologize.
I need to do better at hearing. Let's just agree on that. I'll just listen to it a million more times. But 13th year on the road.
Yeah.
We have so many moments to talk about, but if we just focus on this tour alone, that viral sweet moment with you and an 87-year-old who was at first concert, you jump over the barricades through the crowd. But the backstory is like, to get real for a moment, like her husband died a couple years ago.
I did not know. I didn't know that.
And her daughter took the video and said that that moment was the first time like they felt joy in such a long time, and you gave them like just that moment that you're thinking like, this is just, I'm having fun out in the crowd.
Yeah.
That it's so much bigger than music.
Oh, 100%.
How does that make you feel?
Well, we feel those things almost every night. You know what I mean? Like we'll sing like Remember You Young, or we'll sing Die Happy Man, or a song that evokes a lot of emotion, and you'll randomly lock eyes with somebody that's just bawling their eyes out. You know what I mean? And I genuinely think that is God pointing my head towards someone that I need to notice. And so like at the beginning, what you didn't see before me hugging that old lady is the song before that I busted it on stage. Like I was backing up and I like hit my boot on the stage and just fell straight backwards, and I was just like, well, here we are, you know what I mean? And so I think I was looking for anything to like make up the fact that I just fallen, and I'd noticed this sign in the crowd that said, I thought that it said, this is my 87th TR show. I thought that's what it said.
Oh.
And I was like, I got to make a moment of that because I don't know anyone that's ever been to 87 concerts. And then so finally we had a little moment in the show where I was talking and I said, hey, what'd that sign say? And it said, it's my 87-year-old mother's first concert.
Yeah.
And so, and I saw her face and I was like, she needs a hug. And so it was a miracle I didn't fall again, getting over the rafters. But I just remember hugging her and she just kept whispering. I can't remember what she said into my ear, but she kissed me like 5 or 6 times on the cheek. And it was a really sweet moment. But
well, then you also have Kevin James on stage, of course, from King of Queens, and Chuck and Larry, great moments, but also gender reveals. How often are people holding that up and like, tell us what her baby is?
My band makes fun of me because I have this weird ability to multitask while singing. Like, you should see some of the positions my microphone is in. Like, I'll hold it like in my elbow, like singing while I'm like signing like a thing, or it's gotten to the point now where I think people know that I will sign during the concert, and so everybody's just like, when you walk that way, they're throwing up a shirt or throwing up a hat, and sometimes I'm like, 1 second. Like the gender reveal was like, I was like, I promise I'm gonna get to you. Let me finish this chorus and I'm gonna get to you. But it's cool. I mean, to trust somebody like me with a gender reveal, you know what I mean? Like you could have done that you could have done that anywhere. And so I think that people knowing that I have a lot of kids too, like I can resonate with, you know, a couple having their first baby and also having a girl. That's what it was that night. But no, it's been really sweet on the road this year, and I don't know what the change is. I think me and the band did a lot of soul searching last year because we were doing nothing but fairs and festivals, and so we'd fly and do one show and then have 6 days off, and then do one show and then have 6 days off, do one show and have a month off, and we never really got into this like flow. It was really nice to be home and get to watch the kids grow up, but we had no show, we had no flow, and so this year I think all of us are just rejuvenated again to kind of get back on the road and do 3, 3, 3, 3, you know what I mean? Yep. And so like me and the band have been really clicking on all cylinders this year, and we haven't really felt that since like 2023. So
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you, and I'm going to try to use a word you taught me that's Southern. This weekend is a huge moment for you, Fenway, and dang gummit, I'm so happy for you. Did I use it out the right way? Sure.
No, that's wild.
Thinking about that moment, and like you sell out, you know, stadiums and all of this, and here in Toronto at Budweiser Stage and Amphitheater, that moment of being at Fenway, have you thought about what that's going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, it's been the thing I've been dreaming about since I first started in this business, you know. I mean, I've played tons of football stadiums and baseball stadiums like as an opener. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I've opened for Luke Bryan at a bunch of stadiums, did a whole year with Kenny Chesney playing in football stadiums, but I've never actually gotten to headline a baseball stadium before, and it's always been a big deal for me. And I thought we were going to get to do it in 2020, and the world kind of shut down, and then I felt like we spent the next few years just trying to, I don't know, make sense of the world and gain some momentum back and make some new music, and so the fact that that's like happening now, and like that I have over 100 friends and family coming to that show, and getting to also do that with Teddy Swims is a big deal to me. Like, he's just become a really, really good friend in my life, and a good, I don't know, like he builds me up. Like when I'm around him, I feel like I can do anything. Like I feel like I can sing higher, I feel like I can sing better, because his energy is just so, what's up, baby? You know what I mean? He's just like nonchalant, and so yeah, that's just gonna be a whirlwind of a night. But I'm also like not trying to build it up so massive in my mind, because it really is another show. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. Same set, same thing, but it's just the fact that like this is like the first stadium I ever played opening for Jason Aldean back in 2012, so kind of a full circle moment for us.